top of the morning to you. Let me introduce you to my 900 SS. I bought it about a month ago privately. I had a few issues that I was unaware of, but you know, buying second hand and not having anyone look at it and not actually knowing about Ducatis, it's been a pretty steep learning curve, but I think it's all been worth it. Let's have a look. So there she is. Now when I bought it, the ignition light was staying on all the way home. So that sort of gave alarm bells straight away. After searching on the net, I said possibly rectifier or a bad earth somewhere. So stripped it down and looked for earth. No problems there. Could have been a faulty light or anything. So it was really pissed me off. The battery was going flat, like, you know, it just wasn't charged. The charge system wasn't working. So I eventually put a new battery in, and boom, the light went out. So that was issue one fixed. The second issue was that it had a major frickin' oil leak coming from the front rocker. So I was given another gasket and I put that on, but it still leaked like a sieve. So I'm thinking, oh shit. So I pulled it off again, and previous to me owning it, they must have put in like a gasket seal on it. So I had to cut all that off and reset the gasket, and I think I've run her up and it hasn't leaked. So today is going to be my first ride really on this thing. So yeah, I'll just have to see how she goes. The next step is to put the fairings back on and get out there and test her out. But I just can't wait. It's like been a month and I've been farting around and we've been on the road for about 15-20 minutes, so now's probably a good time to just see if the oil leak has stopped. So yeah, well, I don't see any leaks. I think it might have been successful. So yeah, first ride. The battery light hasn't come back on, so I think we've fixed that. This oil leak looks like it's done. Choice. Oh well, let's go for a play on State Highway 16. So I've just been in contact with Mike from Dream Cycles with the, he's doing the Ducati Paso for me. So I'm going to swing by the shed and see how progress has been going on it. So yeah. We've just made it to Mike's place, so we're going to go and check up on the progress of the Paso. So it literally is a shed in a paddock. Davo.
Oh, well, welcome to Mike's shed out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
My name's David Hayman. I'm my own business, Shotney Motorworks, and I contract to Michael. And we've been busy. David's come here to have a nosy at his 750 Paso, which we've been busy working our way through.
Well, look at that.
So
the bodywork's been sent away.
Bodywork's sent away. Yeah, correct. Yeah, bodywork's been sent away, and he's got the rear wheel as well, which is off it. So basically, and the rear shock absorber's away.
Yeah.
So that's just got a little keeper in there at the moment. The shock absorber's away to get rebuilt. Basically lots of elbow grease, rear caliper's been rebuilt, new lines on there. It's got new timing belts. I'm still waiting for a couple of carburetor kits for the downdraft Weber.
So they were the Webers on their own?
Yeah, it's got the Weber. Yeah, it's sitting on the bench over there. So we're still waiting for the kits for that. And I've just about got up to the front end now, and I just started on the brakes. So that's got a new brake line there. Their master's okay, but their caliper's off, and it's yet to be stripped and rebuilt and re-employed with some new brake lines.
Wow.
And we'll check out the front forks. The front wheel will come off, wheel bearings will be checked. Things will be titivated and twiddled with.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So it's actually progressed more than what I anticipated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's basically a lot of elbow grease. Any vehicle that's been parked up for a long time gathers a lot of dust and dirt and garbage and that. I mean, this is actually fallen to bits, but that's not unusual for these. This is your sort of rubber.
Yeah.
They're like these rubber mounts that they have on these fuse boxes.
Yeah.
They always fall to bits. It's just one of those things with these. They do fall to bits.
Yeah.
Usually we just end up taking them off and just sort of cable, because the actual box itself is okay, that's plastic,
Yeah,
but
it's
the rubber sort of debris that it sits in, they tend to fall to bits. But it's not unusual. But yeah, no, it's getting there.
So have you spun not on the starter, but have you had the pistons up and down and they're going all good?
Yeah, that's all with the engine's been wound over because I'm doing the timing belts.
Yeah.
It's got new timing belts in it, it's got new oil and filters.
Yeah.
We'll run it, you give it, what you do is once you've got it, you run it for a couple of thousand Ks or 2,000 or 3,000 Ks, and then you do another oil change.
Yeah.
Just because it hasn't been run for a long time, but it's got quality oil in it.
Yeah.
But rather than leaving it for 6,000 or 7,000 Ks, you run it for a little while. But everything's functionally, it's all come up reasonably nice and bright and clean.
Yeah.
And the fact the sort of film of sort of dirt and oil and that was actually over it works as a great preservative.
Yeah.
You're much better off having something that's has a little bit of a film of oil and grub on it than something that's been washed within an inch of its life.
Yeah.
Because usually they wash all the clean, all these sort of. It's a piece of machinery. Let's not forget. It's not a. It's not a Fabergé egg or a piece of art.
No.
There's no damage on anything at all. It's all there's no touch marks on. So it's a pretty good example.
Really, on the clock was only 6,000 Ks, eh?
Switch gear. So it's obviously been stored inside somewhere reasonably shady.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, right? Because things bleach out.
Look at, that
They
looks almost bloody brand new.
Yeah.
Cool,
It's getting there.
Where's your carburetor?
It's over here. Here's your Weber.
A Weber car carburetor on a motorcycle, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, no. What's wrong with that? It's all right.
Well,
and the nice thing with the other nice thing with the Japanese market bikes is they actually all have, this is numbered to the frame as well. So actually, you don't get these on the other bikes.
No.
They're actually very cool, almost like a neat jacket badge actually.
Yeah, that's I've got that on my Ducati here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it must be an Japan one. You won't get it on the other market bikes. But it's quite.
Yeah, and that's the old emblem from Ducati.
Yeah, it's quite cool though. Now they're actually numbered. Numbered to the bike as well.
Yeah, my number on mine one up here is numbered to the VIN number.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, chassis number.
So Dave just came up and had titty with my suspension because I was saying it's so high, so we've brought that down, but in the process he's seen that the cans have been up against this hugger and have started rubbing against it and melting it on both sides. So, I mean, they're aftermarket pipes by the looks of it, for sure, or off something else. So, we're just going to have a look, see if we can't bend it out a bit and get us back on our own.